Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram. We are working with equal groups with a problem related to TEKS 4.4H. We will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a camp counselor taking students on a field trip, and then look at these three clues here. We have 16 groups of students. Each group has 9 students. Each van has 10 students, and we're looking for the least number of vans needed to take all the students on the field trip. So when we see each group has and each van holds, both of those are going to give us a clue that we are dealing with equal groups. Since we've got this many clues, typically our equal groups deal with multiplication or division. I have a feeling this might be a two-step problem. We might need to multiply twice, we might need to multiply and divide, or we might need to divide twice. That's a lot of steps. So let's look to see what each of these clues tells us, because we're looking for the number of groups, the number in each group, and the total. So there are 16 groups of students. All right, so this is going to be pretty straightforward. This is the number of groups. And then each group has 9 students. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. This is the number in each group. All right, so those are the two things that I need. Typically, in a one-step problem, I would then be looking for the total. But look at this third step. Each van holds 10 students. Well, each group has 9 students. Each van holds 10 students. This is also the number in each group. And then what is the least number of vans needed to take all the students on the field trip? Number of vans needed. This is the number of groups. How in the world are we going to solve a problem that has two different number of groups and two different number in each group? Well, it's a two-step problem. So this is what we need to do. If we have the number of groups, so let's take 16 groups. I'm going to draw a strip diagram to represent this. And 16, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, cut each half in half. That gives me 4. Cut each fourth in half, that gets me 8s. Because 4 times 2 is 8, and then cut each 8 in half, that gets me 16. Then I've got my 16 groups. Each of these has 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 16 sets of 9, and I can find a hidden total that is not given to me. I have to do some calculation. But there's my 16 groups of 9. So let's figure out what this is. All right, so that's going to be 6 times 9 is 54. 9 times 1 is 9. Add the 5 is 14. So 144. All right, so I've got 144 kids. Now, it didn't tell me that. It made me do a little bit of work. That's step one. Figure out how many kids do we have. Now that I know that I've got 144 students, right, I had to take these two, put it into a total. Now I can deal with a second set. I'm going to put those 144 kids into vans. Now, I have the number in each group. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put 10 in a box. I'm going to draw an arrow saying how many 10s can I fit into 144? I'm going to have to interpret the remainder because it's not going to go evenly. So let's divide 10 into 144, right? 10 goes into 14 once, 10 goes into 44 4 times, so that's 40. And then I've got 4 left over, right? So I've got 14 remainder 4. Well, we need to make a decision. Are we leaving 4 kids behind? No. Are we going to cram in 11 kids into 4 of these vans? Nope, there's not enough seatbelts for them. So in situations like this, when it doesn't go in perfectly, you need to interpret the remainder. That means in the problem situation, what would make the most sense? Well, if I can fill up 14 vans totally, and I got 4 kids left over, I need another van. And that other van is either going to be not filled up, or I might spread out all some of the other vans so they're not at 10 each. So I need 15 vans to get all of my kids to the field trip. C.